Hey kids, it's time for family night.
Two, one, go Michael.
Hey, I'm Michael.
Lily.
Hey, I'm Lily.
I'm Jennifer.
I'm Keelan.
I'm Donald.
I'm Aiden.
And it's time for Family Night Live!
Yay!
Good to see them.
Oh my goodness, they were all here on Sunday in the house.
Awesome.
It was great to see them. It was. Yeah, let's see. We're getting some comments
We
already.
are.
Hey, Jackson Angel, we know you're watching and we're excited that you are.
Yes. Oh, it says, I'm Jack.
Oh.
Let's see if I can get it up there. I'm Jack.
Well, hello, Jack. You're maturing, I see. No longer Jackson, you're Jack.
Oh, well. And Brian says me, so I assume he's watching.
Yes. Hello, Brian Parker. So glad to know you're there. I don't know what I would do without you, Brian.
Anybody else?
I'm sure he's going to have a comeback to that.
Oh, maybe.
Who else is
Yeah,
out
we'd
there?
love to know if you're watching.
Well, it was a beautiful day. I know you got to spend some time outside.
Yes, I did. If my hair looks a little wind blown, it's because we spent time by the river out at Murray Park.
Nice.
So,
Well, see, and that's what I'm wondering is if maybe most of our crowd might watch us later because they're still outside having fun.
yeah.
Oh,
Miss
but
Lanice,
Miss
look at there.
Lanice is
She
in the
said
house.
She's in the house too.
Hello, Miss Lanice.
She was out there too at Murray Park.
I bet she dove for it
Because
too.
we were celebrating a special birthday that's coming up this
Yes.
Thursday, and that would be Nathan Mayo.
Personally, I think you'd survive. Well,
Brian.
silly you, if that's what you think.
And look, Miss Lexi says they're here, so but
Yay.
Himma's here. Hi, Himma.
Himma. All right. Well, they just
got home.
I bet Nathan's not home yet then.
Maybe not.
Maybe not, huh? He's still eating cupcakes. Well,
Maybe so.
happy early birthday, Nathan Mayo, whenever you see this. Let's see. It is Miss Stephanie.
Miss
Hello.
Stephanie. And Miss Lauren.
And Miss Lauren. All right. Well, you know what, Miss Lauren? Before we get going too much further, would you want to open us in prayer tonight?
Yes, I would love to do that. Let's
Okay.
pray. Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this time that we get to come and learn more about you, or we get to stay home and learn more about you. But God, that we can just talk about things from the Bible. And God, today, as we're looking at being a servant, God, help us to understand what that means and what you want us to do. Because God, we do want to be obedient to your word and do what you would have us do. So God, just help us to love people like you want us to, and to be a servant, and to know what that means. And God, we thank you again for all the many blessings that you give us. And we ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. Well, goodness, is everybody doing okay with the time change?
Whew, I'm a little droopy today, just a little droopy.
Yeah, Sleepy Sunday isn't just in the morning, it's the whole time. But man, looking outside, it's still light out there.
Oh,
so
yes, I do enjoy having the extra hour
Extra.
of light at the
yes, yeah. And for us, the Hobbinishes, we've started soccer season, so we'll have a little bit more light for soccer games. And you guys are following track with Eliza.
night. We are, and we'll have soccer with Brian
Oh,
coming up,
yay.
not next week, but the next. So.
Yes, and then I know some of you guys might be playing baseball or other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a shout out. Tell us what you guys are involved in as spring starts rolling around. So, anyway, well, I guess we can officially go
Move
into
on to
our faith
and family.
family
Let me get it up there.
news.
If I can move my mouse, there we go. There we
Hello.
are. Oh,
We
yeah,
kinda jumped a
we
little
did.
bit.
We jumped.
All right.
There we go. He said Miss Lauren. That's right.
So, part of our Faith and Family News, I guess we've got a video to show later, so let's jump in with not next Sunday, but 2 weeks from today, which is Sunday, March 28th, which is the end of spring break. So you'll have spring break, and then that Sunday we're doing egg drop and roll. So similar to some of our other stuff we done, stop, drop and roll. Well, this we have got a special set of eggs for you and some other goodies, and you'll want to come. And we're gonna have those after church from 1 to 3, and you can drive through and see some of your Sunday school teachers and people and say hey, and we'll give you those things, and it'll be just a wonderful to see everybody.
Yeah.
So, egg drop and roll.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I love getting to see
And it's
people.
Palm Sunday that day too.
Oh, it is.
So
Yes.
You might see some
yeah.
of us waving palms.
That's
We'll
right.
see.
You never know what we
That's
might
right.
do.
That's right.
So, but yesterday we had a great day here at
did.
church.
We did.
We had our Spring Clean Saturday event. It's the first time we've ever done it, and basically it was just a way to serve our community, which we're talking, like you said, about service and how we can serve others. And we did that yesterday as a church. We had 2 dumpsters on the lot. We had a shredding truck here. We had Union Rescue had a box truck to take donations of stuff that you don't need anymore, but it still has life left to give, and somebody else can use it. And then also the call was here. And
Taking children's clothes and
yeah,
items.
so we had so much fun. Number one, just getting to be together as a church, serving together is always fun. And then just getting to say hey to neighbors and talking to them, see how they're doing, praying for them if they wanted that. Or I don't know, it was just good. We've got a video so you can see what it was like. And I want to give a special shout out to our 2 Nathans.
That's right.
Because I didn't even know either one of them were coming. They both showed up and they were eager to help. And I gave them not 1, but 2 jobs. You're going to see them doing their first job. But even towards the end, when they stopped doing what you'll see them doing, is I had a cart with some drinks and stuff for our volunteers, and they pushed that cart from one end of the parking lot to the other.
They did.
Making
I saw
sure
'em.
all of
Yeah.
our volunteers had a snack and a drink and stuff. So they were serving the people serving others.
Yeah. Yeah.
See? So watch this video of our church serving in the community.
Welcome to Parkway. Cars jump, shred it, throw away. Welcome to Parkway. Welcome to Parkway.
How about that?
Hold
Oh,
on, let me see if I can get that off. There we go.
and we had a couple or more people join us, and so
Yeah.
the Adams are here. Did
Yeah,
y'all? Hey, girls, did you see Daddy in that video? Did you see him working
I
hard?
saw him.
Yes, and the Smith family
Yeah,
is
there
with
they are,
us.
riding in the minivan.
Oh my goodness! Well, we are mobile.
We are. We'll
How
just go
cool
for a
is
ride.
that? Take us with you wherever you go.
That's right. And when you're on spring break, you can just take us with you. So.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Do we need to not do this next week? We thought wherever you go, you can still watch us.
That's right.
So anyway, so we're glad to be on the move with you, Smith family.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I wonder if they're driving through Chick-fil-A, but it's not open today, so that
Not
must not be where
today.
they're going.
Not today. No.
So did you see somebody you knew in that video? I have to give a shout out. Okay, so I already did for the two Nathans, but there was a young man in the picture that was a muscle man doing stuff. Okay, I'm going to tell my age. I used to teach him in Awana when he was in kindergarten, and now he's this strong young man here helping. So how about that?
We got the Adams said they're on YouTube now. Yay.
Yay.
And Steven said they're picking up some barbecue.
Barbecue.
I love me some barbecue. I got some whole
Barbecue.
hog the other day.
Yummy.
Now are we going to be sponsored now?
We're not quite there yet on the sponsorship.
No.
But you never know. This message brought
That's
to
how-
you by.
Right, that's how it works, right? You just mention them. Oh, man.
Oh, goodness. Well, yeah, so that was a great, fun time. And,
there's
you
the
know,
Mayos watching.
hello, happy early birthday, Nathan. Did you get to see yourself on the video?
I think he saw himself this morning.
You
too,
saw
yeah.
we just showed you again, just in case you missed it. So yeah, so it was a really cool thing, and you know, that's one of the things our church wants to do is just reach into our community and let them know we're here, that we care. And so we're going to be looking for more ways to do that. So you guys get ready to come and be a part of it, because I know you watched that video, and if you weren't here, you're thinking, man, I should have been there. So anyway, all right, well, I guess we should jump into some of the stuff we're learning this month,
Yeah.
like a memory
Memory
verse.
verse. Let me pop it up there. There
All
we go.
right. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. So, you know, that's the cool thing about Jesus. He didn't just tell us to do stuff he wasn't willing to do.
That's right.
He was always the best example. And so he loved well while he was on earth. He loved everyone. And he loves us now. And that's all he asks us to do, is to love others like he loved us. So, and so, you know,
But that's easier said than done
it's
sometimes, you know?
so much easier said than done. As a matter of fact, we need him.
Yeah.
We need him to help us with that. And he has to kind of nudge me a little time and say, remember how much I love that person? You need to figure out a way to love them too. And I'm sure there's a few people that need his help to love me sometimes. So anyway, we haven't gotten any videos. Last week we showed you Miss Alexis.
Yeah.
And so we want you guys to send us your video saying the verse. You can, if you don't want to do motions, you don't have to. Just show us that you know it. All right.
And this is a pretty easy one.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
super short, so
Love each other as I have loved you.
next month we may have a harder one.
Yep. Yeah. So you better get this one while you can. All right. Well, so we have a little game to play tonight, and it's going to have a little bit of a hint towards our Bible story. So,
Do you want to have people calling?
well, what do you think? Should we have them hit that link and join us, or do we want them just to comment?
I guess we can see if we get
So,
anybody.
If anybody wants to use the link we sent in the reminder and jump on here, we will pull you up, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna play some sounds, and you have to guess what they are. So if anybody wants to join us that way. Oh, yay, Kelsey's watching.
Kelsey's watching.
Hi, Gabe. Hi, Charlie. So if anybody wants to do that, we sent a reminder link, and on that there's also the link to watch us on YouTube, but there's also a link for the game. So all you have to do is click that link, and it's going to call in to us, and we can share you on here if that's what you want to do.
Or y'all can just guess and
Yep.
type it in there on the chat box.
Yep. We'll give you guys a few more minutes or seconds.
Seconds.
And if we don't have anybody dial in, then we'll just play it the other way. But if we don't get you on in time, you can still call in the middle if you want to.
Yeah. I'll take caller. I'll take caller number 10
All right.
or number 1. I'll take any. Oh, somebody's coming.
Here we go.
Yay.
Hello, Alexis
and
and
somebody
Emma.
else is calling.
Brian.
Let me get them on here. Let's see.
All right. So there's a 3.
There's a 3, so I
Do I
can
not have a 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Just go to the 3,
go
and
to the
maybe
3.
we'll get one more.
I gotta assign them a spot. Oh, they're already assigned to guest 2. I guess we'll just leave them there. Oh, I didn't manage to get.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I didn't play it. I'm sorry. Let me.
No worries.
There we go. I see some people. I see an arm of Brian's. Looks like. Hey,
Hi, Emma.
hey, Hemma. She sees herself now.
Hi, Brian.
Anybody else? We got one more spot
We're going to
here.
leave a spot open for somebody else to join in.
Yeah. Should we show us? Let's see. I can't put us in the corner down there.
Yeah.
Will that? I don't know what that will do. Will that put us in the corner?
Try and see. We'll take it right back off if it doesn't.
It put Brian in the
Brian,
corner.
and then now.
Oh, now I have to add us. Brian's
Yeah.
twice.
Twice the Brian.
Where did we go? Oh,
I
no,
looked
no.
up there.
It didn't want to work.
All right. So did y'all hear us say what we're going to do? What the game is?
And anybody can play at home, so
Yeah. If you are not if you don't want to dial in and watch, then you can just comment with what you think the sound is. Okay. We've got it. Let's see. We get another comment down there from the Adams.
Yeah,
What
let
did
me
they
see
say?
what they said. Hold on just a second.
Oh,
they just said
they're
hi.
saying hello. Hello.
Hello.
Okie dokie. Are y'all ready for the first sound?
Okay, here we go. I'll just play them in the order that they're on there, I guess.
Sounds good.
Listen closely.
I have my answer.
Okay, what do you think it is?
Somebody splashing in water.
What do you think, Emma?
Oh,
I
her
thought
sound
it
is
was people. I thought it was people splashing in mud. That's what I thought it was.
splashing in mud.
Yes. Oh, Steve Smith, the Smith family thinks it's rain
Rain
boots.
boots.
I think rain boots have something to do with it.
So what did you say, Brian? Tell me again.
I said someone splashing in water.
In water.
Yes.
So we're looking for, I guess, a word, but what
What
kind
would-
of water?
Yeah, what would you splash in water? Or what would you walk in rain boots to make that sound?
Puddle.
There
Puddles.
you go. Yeah.
Puddles. There you go.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
All
That was
right.
splashing in puddles. All right, you ready for the next sound? All right, here we go. Just shout it out if you know the answer.
Drain?
Toilet.
That is what it kind of sounds like, isn't it? But
Pipes?
it's going a little too long, I think, for the toilet. At
Yeah.
least for a normal toilet. So yeah, I think Brian was right.
He's
It's
got
a
it.
drain, maybe like draining a tub.
That look.
Oh, Stephen
Okay.
thinks it was a faucet, or the Smith family thinks it was a faucet.
All right. Well, Mr. Brian got it correct. It was something draining.
It was, and Hema was
Very
right on with that
close.
toilet.
We
sound.
actually looked for that sound, him, and we didn't find it.
Yeah. All right, are y'all ready for the next one? This one might be kind of tricky. Here we go.
Evidently
That
was
is
loud.
It's very loud. There, I'll turn it off.
That's
What do y'all
either a
think?
shower or rain. No, yeah, that's shower. Wait, either shower or rain.
I think it's rain, not rain. What do you think, Hannah?
I agree with mommy.
Rain on our roof?
It does kind of sound like rain, but that's not what it was.
Yeah, it's shower. It's a
Oh.
shower.
It's not a shower.
Look what Stephen
Not a shower.
Smith said. Well, Elizabeth put a guess
A
in.
static. It
Which
did
is
sound like static. You're
Jack.
right.
Jack, that's close.
It really
but
did sound like that. But look what
Faucet?
Carter says. It's a hose. But
Who said waterfall from the Smith family?
because they got it right.
They got it
was, in
right.
fact, a waterfall.
So somebody in the Smith family gets all the bonus points.
Yep. All right. Are y'all ready for the next one? This one's fun. Caitlin guessed the waterfall. Good job, Caitlin.
Good job.
Okay, here's the next one.
Bucket of water. Ice bucket challenge?
No. What do you think, Hema? Do you need to hear it again?
Yeah, I kind of got confused by the sound.
Okay, here it goes. Ready?
That kind of
Oh, cannonball, cannonball.
Wait, Brian. Okay, he can't see me. What are you gonna say, Hema?
Man, why does my memory doesn't work really well?
Your memory? Mine doesn't work really well either. We have some guesses.
Was it a cannonball?
It was a cannonball.
Cannonball.
It was
Good
someone
job.
jumping in the pool. Yep. Is that what you were gonna say, Hema?
Bang it, yes!
All right.
Dad says
do know
it's
a cannonball?
the pool.
Kids getting into the tub. Do they jump in like a cannonball? I guess they jump in like a cannonball. All right, we got one more. Are you ready for this last one? All right, here we go. This one's kind of quiet at first, so y'all had to listen up, okay? Hold on, it's coming. Here it is.
Filling up a cup with water.
Wait, keep listening. Oh,
I think it was too low.
was it too... Let me see. Maybe I can turn it up. Let's see. Sound effects.
It's turned all the way up.
Oh, is it? Okay, you're right.
Hose?
That's a good guess. Oh,
Faucet?
Jackson says it was a sink.
Well, it was
And so
kind of
does
a two-in-one. It was one thing, but it had two different sounds. But we thought the first part of it would give it away. But for some reason, it's not coming through very loud for you to hear.
Yeah.
Let's try it one more time and listen very close.
I heard it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can barely hear it.
So it's not.
I think it's still either a faucet or hose.
Okay.
Let's see.
What do you think, Hema?
Pitcher?
Or a pitcher?
A water pitcher? That's really close. That's really close.
Kettle?
Should we tell them what it is? What?
I said kettle.
Kettle.
A kettle.
Ah.
No, it wasn't
That's
a
a
kettle,
good
but
guess.
that was a good try.
It was a water fountain.
If you listen really close to the first part, there was like this little slurp sound. But it was so hard to hear that y'all probably just didn't catch it.
Yeah, you could hear somebody slurping. You know how you make that sound when you're drinking from a water fountain? Yeah, maybe we should have just done it ourselves.
We should have. Caitlin says it was a shower. That was a good guess. That one was hard.
Okay, so what was the theme of all of those things? What did they have in common?
Water.
Yeah.
Water.
Water. Good
Water,
job.
that's right. And the water plays a part in our Bible story tonight.
All right. So, should we go ahead and watch our Bible story?
I guess we should. Guys, thanks for playing with us.
Yeah. Bye. So glad to have y'all on. All right. Well, here we go. We're going to watch our Bible story.
Hey guys, Seth and I are going out for a walk today, and it was reminding me of a story in the Bible that we're talking about this week. Why? It wasn't about Jesus going on a walk or a hike, but it had something to do with feet. And we're using our feet right now to take a walk, and our feet are going to get kind of tired and maybe a little dirty and stinky. Let's see. Let's take a look at some.
They're going to see my massive tan line.
So everywhere that Jesus and his disciples went, they had to walk. And so if you can imagine, on these dusty paths, and they walked all the time, their feet got pretty dirty. I know a little bit of something about dirty feet from this guy. I'm afraid he's gonna. One of his favorite things to do after a football or a soccer game is come and ask me to rub his feet. Right, Seth? Do I do it? Most of the time? Lucky for me, he usually takes a shower first and cleans his feet before he comes to me. But Jesus and his disciples, they didn't have that ability, and so what would happen is when they would get somewhere after they've been walking all day is someone would come and wash their feet. Well, in our story today, it wasn't a servant or anyone else that washed their feet, but it was Jesus. And it was kind of a weird thing for someone of his importance to wash their feet. As a matter of fact, Peter kind of tried to refuse to have him wash his feet, but Jesus had to explain to him, you need to let me do this, and it's not just this, but what it represents. So let's read from the Bible what happened. John chapter 13. Jesus washes his disciples' feet. It was just before the Passover feast. Jesus knew that his time had come for him to leave this world. It was time for him to go to the Father. Jesus loved his disciples who were in the world, so now he loved them to the very end. They were having their evening meal. The devil had already tempted Judas, son of Simon Iscariot. He had urged Judas to hand Jesus over to his enemies. Jesus knew that the Father had put everything under his power. He also knew he had come from God and was returning to God. So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothes. He wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a large bowl. Then he began to wash his disciples' feet. He dried them with the towel that was wrapped around him. He came to Simon Peter. "Lord," Peter said to him, "are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied, "You don't realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." "No," said Peter, "you will never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, you can't share life with me." "Lord," Simon Peter replied, "not just my feet, wash my hands and my head too." Jesus answered, "People who have had a bath need to wash only their feet. The rest of their body is clean, and you are clean, but not all of you are." Jesus knew who was going to hand him over to his enemies. That was why he said not everyone was clean. When Jesus finished washing their feet, he put on his clothes. Then he returned to his place. "Do you understand what I have done for you?" he asked them. "You call me teacher and Lord. You are right. That is what I am. Your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet. So you also should wash one another's feet. I have given you an example. You should do this as I have done for you. What I am about to tell you is true. A slave is not more important than his master. A messenger is not more important than the one who sends him. Now you know these things, so you will be blessed if you do them." All right.
Yes.
Had just a little bit of a technical difficulty
Yeah,
there,
I
but
don't
not a
know.
big deal.
Don't know what's going on.
So one of the things that we talk about sometimes that I really love about our adventure Bibles that you guys have is it helps you understand the story in a better way. And that's one of the things I talked about when I was telling the story about why they would be washing feet and stuff. But what this had a little blurb in it too about that. Let me find that. And it talked about,
In John 13.
yep, I'm almost there, I'm
You are.
almost
You're
there,
getting
and then I
there.
passed it.
Watch out, your pages are bent right there.
All right, it's Life in Bible Times, foot washing, and if you've got this adventure Bible, it's right there, and it says most roads were dirt roads, and people usually walked everywhere they went, and when visitors came into a house, they took off their sandals. Usually, the lowest servant in the house was ordered to bring water and wash the guests' dusty feet. So Jesus was showing us how to be humble when he took the job of washing his disciples' feet. So the fact that it wasn't just that somebody would wash their feet, it was usually the lowest person on the totem pole. And so the lowest servant would do it. And so that's probably why Peter was so, "No, you're not going to wash my feet," because he knew that Jesus wasn't a lower person than him.
Right.
But Jesus was showing that no matter how important you are, you can still serve others and humble yourself to show, it's.
And what a great
Like
example Jesus was. of
Yes.
that.
Yeah. He always, again, we talked about that earlier. He always gives us the best example in how we should live and what we should do. And so when he tells us to love each other, we should do it because he's loved us and he showed us how. And then to serve each other. And, yeah.
And we can do that in lots of ways. I mean, you're probably not going to go
Lots of
out
ways.
and wash somebody's feet. It's just not something we do that much anymore.
No,
we
but
usually wear shoes.
yeah.
So.
But like I said, Seth comes home from those soccer games and he wants me to rub his feet, and is
And
that
that's
anything
something-
anybody really wants to do? But I do it for him because
Yeah,
I
you
love him,
love
and
him.
it's my way to show him I love him.
Yeah.
So, but there are lots of ways you can do that. Just helping around the house, If your mom is the one that cooks all the time, maybe you either cook instead of her or you clean up the dishes, because I love to
that'd be so
cook. I love to cook, but if somebody else would come clean the dishes,
yeah.
that just, Oh, that's so nice. So there are lots and lots and lots of ways. Just make note of things that other people do for you, and you turn around and do it for them. So, well, I guess it's time for us to wrap it up. Anything else before we go? We've got some questions for you at the end of this. But go out and show other people this week how much you love them. And you know, the other thing I was going to say about this is this story, you know, we've talked about, we've got this egg drop and roll coming up. That's because Easter is coming up soon. And part of this story was really the beginning of the whole Easter story, because this there's our cue, the lights again.
Whoops, we didn't.
Brian, that one was not planned.
No, not planned this time.
But
Be a light.
Yes, go be a light. This particular story was right as they were taking the Last Supper that we celebrate soon, and so it's part of that day, those days that were right before, that led up to what Jesus ultimately did for us, that changes everything.
Yeah, and we'll talk a lot more about that as we get closer to Easter.
As we do. And so, anyway, well, we love you guys, and have a great
you have
week.
This sheet that will, lead you into some discussions if you would like to.
Yeah. Put that out on your table and a couple of times this week, because I think there's
2 discussions.
Yeah, 2 different days. So do that. But for right now, we hope that you'll take the time to do these questions we're going to put on the screen.
That's right.
Take time as a family to talk about those and pray together, and have a great week. We love you.
Bye.